Previously on Up at Noon.
What's up, everybody? I'm Brian Altano. I'm here with IGN's Greg Miller. We're about to check out the exclusive, super-duper special edition of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Let's check out what's inside the box.
Oh, cool, the game.
Oh, man, it's a pirate gun. Let's see what else is in there.
Yar!
It's a real pirate. Are you okay, sir?
I be hungry.
He's beautiful.
IGN's Up at Noon, brought to you by Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Get your copy this week and live the brash and brutal life of a true pirate.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Up at Noon. Fun fact, Brian and that pirate fell in love and now live in a scenic part of San Francisco. But that's not all the news we have. It's Pirate Week at IGN, so obviously we here at Up at Noon are getting in on the action. Audience, are you ready? We are! We made them inflate those swords on their own. Sorry. Big show, huge show, some would say. Brian Altano is here to give you a taste of what weapons were like back in the time of Blackbeard. And Ash Ismail, game director on Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, is here to give us an exclusive 15-minute walkthrough of his favorite mission. But first, the news you care about. I have a sword. I will hold it here. No. Hotline Miami is free on PlayStation Plus this month, proving once again that the best way to get great games is to not pay for them. Actor Josh Brolin is in talks to play the lead role in the upcoming Jurassic Park 4, so it looks like we've got our first confirmed dinosaur. He was in Goonies, guys. He's ancient. It's old. The Counselor opened in theaters this weekend. Let's take a look.
So, have you set a date?
Not yet. I really want to get married in the church.
So you're a church lady.
I go. It's important to me.
And what about confession?
Yeah.
Does the priest ever ask you about sex?
He doesn't ask, but you're supposed to tell him everything.
And suppose you've done something like really nasty.
No joke there. Just wanted to show that clip. Now we can put topless Cameron Diaz in the YouTube description and just watch the clicks roll in. Am I right? That movie looks really bad. The Nintendo Wii has been discontinued in Japan. Sad news. Don't get too upset. No. You don't have to pantomime for the. Don't. It's okay. It's sad news, I know. But if you're itching for a Nintendo home console that hasn't had a game worth playing in ages, just buy the other one. Took you a second. You got there. The Wii U. Not many great games. And finally, with Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag in stores tomorrow, the shores of Havana will be filled to the brim with scurvy scumbags. But how will you, young player, take care of them? With a live demonstration of AC4's tools of the trade, here is our resident pirate weapons specialist, Brian Altano. Brian!
Yo ho ho, Greg! Welcome to my glorious showcase of assorted tools and trinkets. This fine lady right here is my wench. I bought her for just a few pennies. She doesn't even have a name yet. I'm gonna keep it that way. Audience, are you ready to learn how to be like a pirate? Yeah! That's what I like to hear. Being a pirate isn't all about the violence. You could also be a helpful pirate instead. For example, what we have here is this fine Italian-style blade. Now, you could use it to cut various ropes, sails, and tapestries during your adventures in the high seas. Just be helpful out there on the ocean, because we are all in this together. No, wait, hold on. I just remembered. That's the blade I use to chop off people's hands. Specifically, anybody that thinks we're all in this together. I'll even throw those chopped off hands in a shark's mouth if I feel like it. Even some feet. Wench. Next up, this blunderbuss is great for letting other pirates know that your fleet has arrived on time. You can also begin a friendly foot race with acquaintances, simply by firing one shot safely into the sky. 3, 2, 1, boom, and they're off. all up and down the foothills. Townspeople will laugh and play the day away. What a joyous event. No, actually, I just remembered that's the gun I used to shoot townspeople. Specifically, the ones that laugh and play in the foothills all day. This is pirate times. We got to build. Get your ass back to work before I throw your feet in the shark's mouth. Wench. And finally, this 28-inch cutlass blade is a pirate's best friend at the high seas. I'm quite fond of its assorted uses, such as cracking coconuts, splitting open conch shells, and my personal favorite, creating the ingredients for a delicious fruit salad. Go on, my fine wench. Take a taste from my sword. It's probably still covered with delicious juices from the freshest fruits in the land. Actually, I just remembered that sword is not for fruit at all. It's for decapitating any woman that dares lay her hands on one of my weapons. Especially some wench with no name. You ever been inside of a shark's mouth? You will. Man, I've got to develop a better labeling system for my weapons. Yo ho ho.
Brian Altano, everybody. Man, showcasing weapons, having a nameless wench, Brian's got a cool job. Speaking of having a cool job, Greg White, my next guest is in charge of one of 2013's biggest games. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Assassin's Creed 4 game director, Ash Ismail. As I live and breathe, Ash Ismail, how are you, sir?
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, you're back. You're one of the Up and Noon returning guests. We did the special episode, you and I talking.
Yeah, it was a special time. We hugged it out on camera.
We hugged it out on camera. Yeah. You play your cards right. Might be another hug in this for you.
All right.
So what are you going to show me today? What's happening?
So I was asked to show some of my favorite things, what I love in this game. You know, we've been working on this thing for 2.5 years. There's a lot of passion and love that went into making this game. So I'm here to show you some new stuff that's not out there.
All right.
Just for
All
you.
right. All right. Oh, you know how to treat a lady. I like it. Playing on the PlayStation 4 here.
On a PlayStation, there we go. So the first thing I want to show is, you know, we have a great progression system that's in the game. So I'm sailing to an island right now. I have, I need to get a few more deer pelts to be able to upgrade Edward's health. So we're gonna go to this island.
Makes sense.
Yes, it's science. Okay, it's science. But here you can see that this is Black Flag running on next gen, so it looks absolutely beautiful. The fog's rolled in. We have our crew singing. We have a merry crew.
Are they drunk?
Rum was how they got paid, actually.
Okay.
So here we go. So we're at this island called the Salt Lagoon. We have this little information panel that comes up. It tells you at every location what you can find, what you can do in this place. So we can see that there's deer here. So I'm gonna go look for some deer. And again, I'm here because I've decided, you know what, I want to hunt, I want to upgrade Edward's health. I've never been to this island before, so I need to explore, I need to figure out what's on this island. Let's take a look here. One easy way to find, there we go. So we have a little deer in the back there. I have to kind of sneak up to it. I can use my rifle, or my pistol, I should say. But I do have to stay at a distance. If it sees me, if it recognizes me, then it'll run away. So you have to play a little bit with the animals, of course.
Gotcha.
And you know, I'll be the first to say this was right out of Far Cry 3. We love Far Cry 3.
You ripped them off.
We ripped them off.
Aped them, you know, stuff.
But they are our sister team.
No, don't do that. When you steal your sister's toys, you're still stealing the toy. But I'm glad you did. That's what's so exciting about Assassin's Creed 4. Even like right now, when you go to this island, you have your little thing pop up with all the stuff to do. I see the hours of my life being sucked away by you.
Exactly. That was the goal. That was the goal. Here we can see that there's actually a little event that happened here. This British group just killed a bunch of Spanish, and they're huddling. They're looking for something. Why don't I just finish? They put powder barrels. There we go.
Now their wives are looking for their corpses. Am I right? A bunch of children orphaned.
Now the thing is, this that happened here. This is not always there. This is one of the surprising events that happened. So I have to ask myself, why were they here? They're here for a reason. So I can look around. But you know what? I'm still searching for some deer. So I'm just gonna explore. I saw one run around here. I can see on my mini-map actually that there's a treasure map around here. There's this poor, unfortunate soul.
He was probably just chilling out and somebody else shot something next to him.
Sadly,
That
yeah.
poor unfortunate soul.
Here's just a little tutorial explaining the treasure maps, but since you have me here, I can actually talk you through what it is. Effectively, when you pick up a treasure map, you have these coordinates, you have a little image, so 442, 118. So if I was to bring up the world map now,
Which you did by hitting the PlayStation touchpad.
the touchpad,
Yeah.
yes, a new feature that we're using on the peripheral. Thank you.
Greg Atlas is a huge touchpad fan.
So as you can see next to my cursor, there are these coordinates, and I just zoomed out of the world. And I mean, one, it's an excuse for me to show how big this world is and how many locations there are. But if I look for that coordinates, the 440 and 118, if I look down here, so effectively, I know that this location has that treasure.
Gotcha.
And so, having said that, it is in a really hard part of the world. I haven't been there yet, so I can choose, do I want to just go for it now? Can I come back to it later? It's really the choice. We wanted this to be like a kind of a classic adventure game style treasure hunt. And this is the way treasure maps work. Treasure maps have a lot of reward. It's the most rewarding element of the game. So they are a bit of, there's work to get them, but it's quite rewarding for the player. Here, I see one deer over here. Let's see if I can snag him from here, from this distance.
Quiet.
Yeah. Shh. Let me just sneak in this right here.
Could this gun be used on wenches?
They have to be nameless.
Okay.
So we'll just get close.
You're not. Oh, there you go.
Look at that! Look at that!
That's a slow death.
Come on,
too.
that was.
It's true. I'm just
sorry,
saying.
Bambi. I'm sorry, Bambi. So now I get this message telling me that I can get my health upgrade because I've gotten enough. I've gotten enough of the pelts. So I go into my pause menu under crafting. Here you can see some of the first upgrades I can get is actually the pistol. So to get a third pistol, I need some whale skin. So that's how the harpooning fits into the system as well. But for now, we're going to upgrade the health. So here we go. When we come out, I actually gained an extra 2 blocks of health from that. And you can continue upgrading, of course. Now, there's plenty of stuff to do on this island. Just like classic ACs, if I was to go do the viewpoint, sync up the viewpoint, it'll unlock everything that's on the island, or at least show it on the map.
Sure.
But for now, I actually, again, I was
Don't
asked...
hurt the tortoise.
Dare I? Oh, no, I'll let it go. It's too beautiful. It's probably...
They're majestic
setting some eggs.
creatures,
They are
Ash.
beautiful creatures. Just to say, I can run back to my ship and just jump on seamlessly. We also, for the convenience of the player, if you see a rowboat, you can just very quickly get back to your ship.
Gotcha.
So they were going back on the ship. Now, again, I was asked to show some of my favorite things. One of the things we haven't really shown, I'll just take it, I'll get there
We've
right
seen the
now.
map. You just showed the map. Don't.
I have, I know. I'm tricking you guys. We've never shown Kingston. So Kingston is one of our major cities, so we'll go there now.
Okay.
So we're just gonna use the fast travel system to get there. But Kingston, it's our biggest city in the game. It's a really beautiful city. We haven't shown much about it at all. So this is really the first time that the audience, the crowd, you get to really get a taste of Kingston.
Okay.
So I'm excited to show
Oh,
it
they
off.
got buildings.
They have buildings. It was a British colonial city. I mean, it's a really beautiful city. It's really massive.
Ash, how long did you work on this game?
We've been on this game for 2.5 years.
Seems like there's a lot of stuff in it.
It's a massive game. It's really the biggest AC we've built. We put a lot of effort into it. There's a lot of love that went into this one. We love the franchise. We love our fans. We wanted to give them something special. The pirate theme was something really unique for us and something really exciting. I'm going into the shop right now because in a lot of our marketing, we show Edward in a cloak. And so you know what? We've never shown it in-game, so I'm going to buy the cloak so you guys can actually see it in-game.
Okay.
Instead of buying just the regular brown one. So this is the one that we always show in the marketing shots, but I'm going to...
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Exactly.
Remember that? That's him.
I remember that. That's him. That's him right there. So let's buy the pirate cloak. That's the one I've taken.
My thanks. Arrivederci.
Oh,
So here we go. Look at that fancy cloak, huh? So again, I just want to give a little taste of Kingston. I'll do a classic thing here that you do in cities, which is you sync up viewpoints to unlock the contents of the map.
Sure.
Effectively. So we'll go and do that right now. And again, we worked, you know, we don't take it for granted that we know how to build cities. We actually put a lot of effort on iterating on city building and making sure that you can get on roofs really easy, have a lot of fun. I just had a little sea shanty float by. There it is down there.
Yeah, the reading rainbow there. What is that?
Exactly. So it's it's a song for my crew. It's a new sea shanty for my crew. I lost it though. I wasn't good enough to get it.
Do they have Wrecking Ball?
You know what? You know what? We have over 40 sea shanties in the game. All of them authentic from the time period.
Oh.
Sung by a great crew.
I guess I'll still buy it, but whatever.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Started from the bottom, now it.
So this is the viewpoint up here, but as I get close, I can see that there's a little hostage situation up there. So there's some pirates that are with some guns pointed at them. Now, if I just run in there and they detect me, they're going to shoot the hostages. So this is where we promote stealth. This is one way of promoting stealth. So I need to figure out how I can take out those guys without, without being detected. I can see that there's some guards around, so I'm going to take the high road here. The high road.
Literally.
Literally. So, being an assassin, there we go. So double take down the back. Thank you.
Now kill the pirates!
So as you can see, I just gained them into my crew. So this is one way of gaining crew. Now, so that's done. I need to get up there, but I already know that I can't just run up this wall here. There's nothing for me that's low enough for me to grab onto. So again, the idea of having a navigational puzzle is, we're pushing it again in AC. So I have to figure out how can I get up to that building. I have this beautiful tree here that I can use. So another thing is that, we've mastered this concept of having man-made structures and natural environments. So let me just climb up here. And again, this is something that people, we love in AC. It's the navigation. It's climbing up high when you see something that's really up there. Just being able to get up. There we go.
When you're designing Kingston, how are you going about that? Is it just Google image searches? Are you you're just taking your best guess?
No, you know what? We actually sent our art director, our level design director, and our audio director down to the Caribbean, and they spent 3 weeks traveling around.
Rough job, but
game
somebody's got to
development
do it
is very
for you.
difficult.
Wow.
Game development is a tough life, but they spent 3 weeks there, living the life, exploring. A lot of the audio you hear in the game, especially the ocean, the rain, the animals, comes directly from the Caribbean.
Oh, wow.
We take it seriously. We take this authenticity seriously. Anyway, it's a huge city. That windmill all the way in the back there, that's another viewpoint. A little touch that we've added is not only do we unlock the map, but when you're at a viewpoint, you can see in the 3D world where stuff is. So you can see the treasures and everything. Anyway, so this was just a little taste of Kingston.
I would just hide bricks in there. If I knew there were people running around killing us, that's what I'd be the first thing I'd do.
You're a smart man. They weren't that smart back in the day.
Evolution.
There's too much scurvy. There we go. So actually, when I was asked, show something that you love, I love Kingston. That was actually something I loved. So I didn't tell my marketing guys this.
Good.
And so this is special for you, okay? Because I wanted to show you something really special, something we don't even talk about. So I'm gonna teleport myself somewhere. So I'm gonna use here the fast travel system to get me up here. Because we have a lot of content. We wanted to push the naval element of the game. We wanted people to use the progression system to upgrade the Jackdaw. But to do this, we also wanted to give a challenge that was worthy of that effort that you're going to put in. So we have these things called legendary ships.
Like the Titanic and stuff?
A little bit past our time, maybe.
Okay.
There's history books that can teach you about that kind of stuff.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
you got the Animus, anything could happen.
You're right. So I'm going to head over there here. Let me just put a marker for myself. So this is the legendary ship right here. Legendary ships, they're effectively their end game content.
Okay.
Really tough. Our crew is singing. See, they're merry, they're happy. Here, I'll switch. Just using the D-pad, you can get them to stop or something.
It's like radio stations.
It's like radio stations. Internally, we actually call it the pirate radio.
That's awesome.
There we go. So they're quite happy. So these legendary ships, there's quite a few of them in the game. They're unique.
Yeah.
Each one has been catered to be this really epic boss fight. We don't talk about them. We don't show them. Now, the thing that I'll tell you about this is that I'm going to get my ass handed to me.
Good, okay.
Usually when you show a demo, you don't want to get your ass kicked.
I was going to say, the internet loves nothing more than watching people play games and saying, I can do that better.
Especially the game director of his own game. So I'm taking us there, so it's kind of going off the beaten path here. But you know what, I want to also take this opportunity to show how beautiful the game is. We're quite proud of the game. Oh, look at that. So these boys, they're called the Twins, 2 Man of Wars. So like I said, it's endgame content, so they're really tough fights. But not only that, when you beat these guys, you get an amazing reward. I won't say what the reward is, because it's a gameplay reward. It's really phenomenal. It's a really awesome new tool. But again, this is, the marketing doesn't know about this, so they're not going to be happy with me. But we put a lot of effort on this stuff, and I love these sequences. So, the game is telling me right now, you're not upgraded enough to be able to take these guys on. There goes. These are the Twins. So, you know what? I'm going to duke it out. Yeah. You guys can cheer me on. I'll see how well I can do. So here I'm going to use the mortar because it's my most powerful weapon. The thing is, it's hard to use because you have to lead the shot a bit. There we go. I'm going to lead the shot. As you can see, I got a pixel off his health. They're surrounding me. I'm in trouble. I came in like a wrecking ball.
You can use that in the next commercial. not me.
Okay, so effectively these guys have coordinated attacks. So they're gonna turn around here. They're gonna come after me. I'm a bit out of their range right now.
So now, as you're playing and you're upgrading the Jackdaw, you're gonna be able to increase your range, I'd imagine, right? And your defenses and
yeah, exactly. Now my ship right now is not very upgraded. This wasn't a very smart move for me to do.
Yeah, your pirates aren't singing now, are they?
No, see, they're not happy with me right now. I'm not being a very good captain right now.
This one guy on the rope should do something. He's pointing at it. No, we're getting attacked.
So I'm getting rocked, by the way. So see, they're all about surrounding you. There we go. Look at that. I lasted a good 30 seconds there?
Sure. Yeah.
So there we go. So I desynced. I was a terrible captain, but I wanted to show off that
we have this. Oh, look, he gets to die again.
No, I'm just gonna keep dying over. I have no chance of beating these guys. So that was a little taste of the demo that we have. Thank you very much. Thank you. And like I said, we put a lot of content into this game. There's actually, we have shown quite a few things. We've got a lot of trailers out there.
Right.
But we have a lot of content that we haven't talked about, and Legendary Ships is just one of those things. And we did want to give something to the people that love the naval experience, upgrading their ship.
Right.
And like I said, there's a really awesome reward for taking on these unique ships. And so that was a little taste of it.
Well, great. Ash, when's the game come out?
So the game releases next week, October 29th. On current gen, and then
you mean tomorrow? I was setting you up. We post on Mondays. Oh. Should have warned you. About that. It's Thursday here now.
Yeah. So tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
And of course, we are a launch title on next gen. So for PS4, for Xbox One, we're there day one. So it's really exciting. It's really a thrilling time. Like I said, we've put 2.5 years into this thing, and it's a lot of love and passion, and the team is super excited. And let me just pause the game.
Still dying.
Yeah, they're wrecking me right now. Yeah.
Well, great. Ash, thank you so much for coming by.
It's been a pleasure. Are we gonna hug it out?
You want to hug it out now?
Let's hug it out.
Come on.
The background.
Thank you to Mike Aransky, Brian. I'm not doing it, Brian. Thank you to Mike Aransky, Brian Altano, the Nameless Wench, Ash Ismail, and my audience. If you want to be in that audience, go.ign.com/upatnoon for details. As always, Brian and I will be responding to comments the first hour of this video is live, so come tell us what you're looking forward to in Assassin's Creed 4. Me? I'm looking forward to seeing people with bad teeth just like me. We'll be back next Monday for our 100th episode. But until then, I'm going back to bed. Yeah! DaveFenoyThePirate.com.